The Oshkosh Area Community Pantry and the University of Wisconsin Cooperative Extension's Wisconsin Nutrition Education Program present Cooking with Kids. Made possible with a grant from the Women's Fund at the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation. Cooking with Kids. Healthy and nutritious food choices with kid-friendly recipes.
Hi, my name is Chris Soper, and I work for the University Extension Office for the Family Nutrition Program. And this is
Noah. And I'm Keegan.
All right, and today we're going to learn about good nutrition, the importance of breakfast, and we're going to actually make a healthy breakfast recipe. All right, before we get started, do you guys know what this is? What is this?
It's my plate.
The importance of my plate is used as a great visual and a great guide for you to know what you should be eating every single time you sit down for a meal. Half of the plate is always used for fruits and vegetables. The other half, you use a portion or a quarter for protein. A quarter of it is going to be used, you would fill with grains, and then we have a serving of dairy. Okay, now I want to ask both of you a couple questions. What might you find in the vegetable group right here?
Broccoli.
Broccoli, that's a good one. What about you?
Lettuce, spinach, carrots.
Very good. Can you think of any others?
Artichokes.
Artichokes. Any
Radish.
others? Radish? Very good. What's your favorite vegetable?
Carrot.
Carrot? What about you?
Spinach.
No. Spinach? Okay, mine's green beans. All right, this next group is the fruit group. Okay, name a couple fruits that you might find in there, Keegan.
An apple or a pear.
Apple and pears. Oh, great. How about you, Noah?
Mango.
Mango. Have you ever had a mango?
Yeah.
Really?
Kiwi.
I've had one. Oh, I love kiwi.
Peaches.
Peaches. What about you?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. How about you? Any more?
Orange.
Orange. Okay, what's your favorite fruit?
Apple.
Apple.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. Alrighty. Okay, then another quarter of the plate we use protein. Do you know what a protein is? Can you name one?
Meat.
Very good. Name a meat.
Steak.
Steak.
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Anything else?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Beef.
Beef. Do you know what else fits in this group?
Green beans.
Beans, legumes, exactly. Do eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Eggs do too. How about nuts?
Yeah.
Peanuts, peanut butter. All of that fits right in this group right here. Okay, how about grains? What would be a couple grains?
It's usually bread.
Bread? Mm-hmm.
Would be your standard grains.
Okay, anything else? What about pancakes or waffles or
Anything that
how about pasta?
well, I don't know.
Pasta's in there. Pasta's a grain. Okay? All right, and then we have this group here. Dairy. What things are you going to find in the dairy group?
Like milk.
Milk. That's the big one.
There's some ice cream.
Ice cream. All ice cream fits
Cheese.
in here. Cheese. Can you name a couple different kinds of cheese?
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
Gouda.
Gouda.
Swiss.
Swiss. What's your favorite?
Cheddar.
Mine's string cheese. What's yours?
Cheddar.
Cheddar. All right, the next thing that we want to go over is we talked a little bit about nutrition. Why do you think nutrition is so important?
Because it gives you minerals and it's part of your metabolism.
Part of our metabolism. Okay, anything you want to add?
It's healthy.
It's healthy. Absolutely. It's great because healthy nutrition is something that our body needs every single day. So it's very important to eat the healthy foods and the right ones every single day. We get vitamins and minerals that our body needs. And breakfast is one of the next things that we're going to discuss. And we get a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals, a lot of carbohydrates, things that we need just from eating breakfast. Some say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I think they're right. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think it's important to eat breakfast?
Because it's basically breaking the fast.
Okay, that is an awesome answer. Do you know what breaking the fast means?
It means that it's the longest period of time without having any food.
Absolutely. That's an awesome answer, Noah. I'm glad that you know that. Breaking the fast actually means, like he had indicated, that your body, once you go to sleep, usually at night, when you are sleeping, your body thinks that it's starving because it's the longest period of time that you are not eating. So your metabolism slows down. And the only way to speed up your metabolism is to put something in. And that's why breakfast is so important. Children who eat breakfast actually do better in school. They do better on tests. There's all sorts of reasons. Do you guys get snack at school, or can you bring a snack for mid-morning, like around 9:30?
Yeah, sure.
You do? Okay, so let's say school has already started and you have a snack at about 9:30. Do you feel revived, or do you feel a little bit more energetic?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get started with our breakfast recipe. But there's one thing that we have to do before we actually touch food or get started baking and cooking. What is that?
Wash your hands.
Wash our hands. Do you know how long you're supposed to wash your hands for?
20 seconds, sing the ABCs or sing happy birthday.
You can also sing.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Very good. All of those last for about 20 seconds. The first thing to recap on washing your hands is always remember to get the water at the right temperature and then get your hands wet. Once your hands are wet, then what you do is put a little bit of soap and you scrub really well. You do the insides of your hands, the outsides of your hands, in between your fingers. Okay, and then you rinse them properly as well with your fingertips down and let the water run all of those germs off. And then of course you dry them properly. Okay, should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Let's get going. We are going to demonstrate how to make a healthy breakfast recipe. Okay, have you ever helped your parents at home?
Yeah.
Okay, what kinds of things have you done?
We made like bakeries, like cake or muffins, something.
Okay,
like that.
when you make bakeries or muffins or things like that, what have you helped an adult do?
I like crack the eggs.
Crack the eggs? Oh, that's what my daughter loves to do. She loves to crack the eggs. How about you? Have you helped with anything?
Ice cream.
You've helped make ice cream?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, you need rock salt.
Oh, absolutely. You are right. Always remember that when you're going to make something at home, always have an adult there with you for safety purposes. All right? Okay. Now, you've said that you've helped your parents once in a while. There are so many things that you can do when they're preparing a meal. You can help scrub vegetables, spray cooking spray on the pans. Think of anything else?
Mixing.
Mixing. Very good. What else?
Turn down the temperature after it's done.
Turn it off. How about turning it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you go out and get flowers to help decorate the table?
Yeah.
Could you set the table?
Yes.
With the plates and the forks and the cups, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
Stir things?
Yeah.
These are all wonderful safety things that you can do with your parents. Okay, awesome. Now that we're experts at all of that and you know that you need an adult to help you, let's get started with our breakfast recipe. Today we are making egg me-on sunrise sandwiches. Who would like to read the ingredients?
I would.
Okay, go ahead, Noah. What is in this recipe?
1 egg. 2 halves of an English muffin. 2 tablespoons of shredded cheese.
Okay, very good. Now, do you want to tell us what we have to do? What are the directions for this recipe? What's the first thing we need to do?
Preheat oven at 450 degrees.
Okay, why don't we do that right away? Okay, so we needed to preheat that before we can actually put this together. All right, so what is the next step after preheating the oven? What does it tell us to do?
Line a small baking pan with foil and spray with cooking spray.
Okay, who wants to line the pan with foil?
I don't care.
You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then we'll let him spray it with the cooking spray. Okay? There you go. Make sure those fold over the edges. Very good. Okay? All right, the next step says that we need to actually spray the cooking pan. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have you do next, Keegan. All right, we're gonna have you take the pan, take the cooking spray. We'll shake it a little bit, okay? All right, and then we'll have you spray the pan. Good job. Perfect, okay? All right, we'll put this right back on. We'll set this aside until we actually have our English muffins done. All right, so each of you are gonna take a plate, and each of you are gonna take an English muffin. Can you take one of those plates? Next step is we each need an egg, and you're gonna crack the egg into the bowl. How's that sound? Okay, can you do that? Give you an egg. And here you are, Keegan.
So should we keep the spoon in?
You can take the spoon out. We're gonna need that for stirring. So you crack the egg on the side. You all know how to do that, right?
Yep.
Super job. Okay, and then we're gonna let you put that right back in the egg carton. Great. All right, then the next step on our recipe says that we need to add 2 tablespoons of cheese to our egg. So each of you, Noah, why don't you start and take, the big one is the tablespoon, right?
Yep.
Okay, so take 2 of those and add that to your egg mixture. Great job. Okay, Keegan, now you. And Noah, why don't you start stirring together right away? Got that? There you go. Good job. Might need a little bit more in there, Keegan, just a little bit. There you go. All right, now we want you to stir yours too. Stir it together really well. Super job. Okay, now each of you are going to take your English muffin, open it up, and place it inside the pan.
Like this?
Yes, good job. Now you will each take turns. Noah, what you are going to do is you are going to put your egg mixture, you're going to divide it between the 2 halves of the English muffin. And you can try to keep it as much as you can on the English muffin. Very good. Or you can pour it right on. Spooning it works too. I think that looks great. What do you think?
I think it's good.
I do too. All right, Keegan, now your turn. We're gonna have you 2 switch places. And Keegan, we're gonna have you put your egg mixture on top of your English muffins. Okay, should we just finish it?
What do you want? Or do you think? You can just dump it like a little bit like that.
Just like that. And why don't we finish yours off as well, Noah? Okay, dump it on. Spread this out so that we have all of the English muffin covered. See how we did that? You want to see that? You want to make sure that everything is covered.
I think that one has a little too much.
That's all right. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, our next step is we are going to put this in the oven. Can you read on your recipe, Keegan, and tell us how long this has to bake for? You both have recipes.
10 to 12 minutes.
10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so make sure that when you are using the oven at home, again, for safety purposes, have an adult put this in the oven for you. It's always best to either use some type of mitt or a pot holder to actually put that in. And we have ours right already
Is it okay
set.
if we open it?
You can open it, but I'm going to get my mitt on so that I can get this in the oven.
It's a little hot.
It is a little hot, isn't it? Okay, and then we're going to put that right in the oven. Okay, all right. Now, while that's baking, there's certain things that we have to do next.
Should I set this?
Nope, it is already set to go.
Okay.
It's baking at 450 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Next thing that we have to do, which is really important, that we had all of this fun, is we now have to do some cleanup. okay? Always clean your area before you get ready to eat, okay? So we're gonna do that now. All right, cleanup is really important. We want everything cleaned up before we actually sit down to eat. Nice job. Do you guys ever help with this at home?
No, not really.
No?
Kind of.
You do kind of? Okay, great. Let's recap on some of the things that we used today. What were our English muffins? What group do those fit in?
Grains.
The grains, absolutely. Where does the cheese fit in?
Dairy.
Dairy. Okay, and where did the eggs fit in?
Protein.
Very good. Okay, my plate indicates that we need to try to eat every single group every day when we sit down for a meal. Okay, so if we have egg me on sunrise sandwiches, which incorporate dairy, grain, and protein, how might we get a fruit and vegetable in? What do you guys think?
A couple of slices of apples.
You could have a couple slices of apples. That would work with the fruit group.
You could put something on the side,
You could put something on the side like,
lettuce leaves.
would you eat them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way. Could you add onions or green peppers or something to the egg mixture that we added
Yeah.
on? We could do that, couldn't we? Could we have a fruit juice?
Yeah.
We could, couldn't we? What makes a fruit juice healthy?
Fruit.
That it needs to be what?
It's healthy, it has minerals in it.
Vitamins and minerals, okay? But it needs to be 100% juice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as it says 100% juice, then that's the healthiest kind, okay? All right, so that is some ways that we could actually get the whole My Plate in with the recipe that we have. We could actually have juice, we could have apple slices, we could add vegetables to our Egg Me on Sunrise sandwiches, or we could actually have vegetable juice, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right,
But are tomatoes vegetables or fruits?
what do you think?
Fruits.
They are technically a fruit. That is a very good question. Tomatoes are technically a fruit, but in the nutrition world, a lot of people look at them as a vegetable. So if you tell me you're going to eat a tomato, to me it's healthy either way, whether it's a fruit or a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a lot of vitamins and stuff from that tomato. Good question. Any other questions right now?
No, not really.
All right, I think I heard our oven bell. I think our Egg Me on Sunrise sandwiches are done. Let's go get them out of the oven. Let's turn everything off. Off. There we go. And remember, this is always very hot. You need an adult to help or to do this with you, or to do it actually for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, what do you guys think? Do they look pretty good?
Yeah.
All right, so now we are gonna need a spatula to get them out. Okay, you guys, you did a good job. These are coming out pretty easy. You must have really sprayed that pan well. Okay? Okay, here you are, Keegan, and here you are, Noah. Well, that was actually a lot easier than I thought. Okay? All right. Now, what we're going to have to do is these are very hot, so we're going to have to let them cool a bit.
Or you
Okay.
can just fold them up.
You can fold it up, yes, so that you actually have a sandwich. You don't have to eat them folded. Looks a little bit more like a muffin, an English muffin sandwich. Okay? All right, but we do want to wait till they are cooled down. Okay, so let's talk about a couple other things. Breakfast food. When it comes to getting up in the morning and we eat breakfast, what we normally think is breakfast food would be eggs, toast, cereal, right?
It can be anything, I guess.
You're right. Breakfast, you can have anything you want for breakfast as long as it's healthy and nutritious, though. So other than breakfast, actually what we consider normal breakfast food, what have you eaten for breakfast some days?
Cereal.
Cereal? Anything that's not considered to be breakfast food?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, that's a good one. How about you?
Sometimes like donuts.
Donuts, okay. Donuts, yeah, a lot of people do have donuts for breakfast. Sometimes, and that's a once in a while food, okay? Donuts are some things that we only have once in a great while. Okay, now, have you ever had leftover pizza for breakfast?
I've had breakfast pizza.
You've had breakfast pizza. What's on that?
Well, peppers usually.
Peppers?
Bacon, eggs,
Good.
stuff like that.
Okay. But have you ever had leftover pizza?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you ever had soup the next morning for breakfast? You've had hot dogs.
yeah.
One of the things my daughter loves to eat for breakfast is salads. Have you ever heard that before? She likes to have salads in the morning. Okay? So she's not always the norm eater when it comes to eggs and toast and cereal. She likes different things as well, and that's okay. As long as it's healthy, as long as it's nutritious. Okay? What about this meal makes it nutritious?
It's whole grain. It has eggs, cheese, which is
Those
protein.
all fit on my plate, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Do you think they're cooled down enough?
yeah.
All right. Let's try them. Tell us what you think.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? So would you make this in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we had a lot of fun today. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes? Well, tell me one thing that was fun about today.
Well, I liked cooking it.
You did? So you might practice this a little more at home?
Yeah.
What about you, Keegan?
Cooking it as well.
You liked cooking it as well? Okay. Now tell me one thing you've learned.
Everything has to be a healthy breakfast.
Oh, you're right, but didn't he bring up donuts?
Yeah.
So is that okay once in a great while? Okay, but right, the healthier food you eat, the
Like
better.
once a month.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what's one thing that you learned today? How to cook?
Yeah.
So you learned a new recipe, right?
You always need an adult.
You always need an adult. Oh, good answer. I like that one. High five. Super job. You too. Okay. All right. Thanks, you guys. I really want to thank you for coming, helping us out today, letting us teach you a few things about nutrition, the importance of breakfast, a little bit about my plate, and of course, safety in the kitchen as well, and a little bit about hand washing. I think you all knew that though. Okay. All right. Well, again, thanks to both of you for coming. I really appreciate it.
1 egg, 2 halves of an English muffin, 2 tablespoons of shredded cheese.
Cooking with Kids was brought to you by the Oshkosh Area Community Pantry and the University of Wisconsin Cooperative Extension's Wisconsin Nutrition Education Program. Made possible with a grant from the Women's Fund of the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation. The Wisconsin Nutrition Education Program is a federally funded program supported by the USDA Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, UW Extension, Food Share Wisconsin, and local partners. In Wisconsin, Food Share can help provide a healthy diet. To find out more about Food Share, call 1-800-362-3002 or visit access.wisconsin.gov.